Israel is burning. Israel is well versed in wars and sufferings. Its flesh is scarred by bloody wars, intifadas, terror waves, and barbaric attacks that have killed and maimed hundreds and even thousands of people. The forces of nature, however, spared its residents until the Carmel fire 6 years ago, which took the lives of 44 people. The government proved empty-handed and powerless. Apart from a tired fleet of outdated and cracking fire trucks and heaps of courage and devotion shown by the firefighters, it had nothing to offer. Sophisticated Air Force jets that can reach Iran, drop bunker-busting bombs and return home were no help. They can't drop water or fire retardants on burning hot spots. Israel needed the assistance of many countries from Cyprus, Greece and Turkey to Italy, Switzerland and Germany and even Russia and the United States, all of which sent an urgent aerial train of firefighting planes led by that famous super tanker. Firefighting planes dumped flame retardant on fire in Haifa on Thursday, November 24, 2016. The traumatic event exposed the dimensions of the shortcomings that had persisted for many years, as well as the helplessness and incapability of one of the most modern countries in the world in fighting a fire that suddenly flared up in a forest full of dry wood and soil following a prolonged dry period. The government bore the brunt of the blame. Netanyahu promised to draw conclusions. He promised and delivered. Reforms were carried out in the firefighting service, budgets were increased, and the service was transferred from the Ministry of Interior to the Ministry of Public Security. A squadron of firefighting planes was set up and warehouses were supplied with retardants to the accompaniment of many bells and whistles. 2 years after the disaster, a memorial service for the victims was held, and Netanyahu got up to speak after being presented as the first person to realize the magnitude of that event, mobilizing all that service in Israel and around the world to help put out the fire. 6 years have passed since that fire, boasting an arrogant commitment that Israel would form here and be prepared to contend effectively with large fires went up in flames over the last 2 days. Yet again the same tune was heard. Netanyahu was the first to identify, getting on the phone to scrounge around for planes from across the globe, including the mighty supertanker. Again, we had the tours of the afflicted areas, with the novel feature in which our leaders were shown wearing trendy Uniqlo jackets. For a minute, one might have thought that the Uniqlos were the new supertanker. This time, Netanyahu laid the blame on terrorism. He'll always have that option. Even before investigators and General Security Service personnel issued one unequivocal finding regarding the source of the fire, Netanyahu ruled that it was arson and incitement that had caused the fires. He promised that law enforcement authorities would lay their hands on the perpetrators. Thus, he navigated the discourse towards his comfort zone. But some others are telling that it's karma, it's the karma, because you have ruined a lot of places, so God is ruining yours. Maybe that can be true or that can't be true, we don't know for sure, but it's definitely a terrible situation right now happening in Israel. So